Can you all hear me now? Can you all hear me now? If you can't hear me, I don't know what's going on. I went out, I restarted it, and I was just talking. Ain't nobody said nothing. I don't know if I'm gonna have to redo this. You all can hear me now. Good. You all can hear me now. Okay. This is ridiculous. Even when I'm trying to do a noble thing, the I don't know what's going on. People just I don't know. Anyways, we're not gonna let that stop us because I was just talking and talking and no, I noticed nobody was saying nothing. Anyways, I see Clarinetta because I was just talking to Clarinetta because she was the first one in here, and Joke Free, Althea, Teresa, Mr. Parker, Reginald, Diane, Elaine, Ashley, Ray, and I was saying I'd be wanting to call Bridget. I'd be wanting to call her Bridget. Kimberly, Sierra, Willie, Nika, Cypress, TB21, Althea, Alabama Hitter, Straight to the Point. Did I say Elaine, Gina, True 1000, Diane Wright? Okay. So I was saying normally we do numbers from like 1 to 100. We're not gonna do 1 to 100. This time we're gonna do 1 to 500. So any numbers, because 1 to 100, I think y'all, whoever been in here with me the longest, for some reason my brain shut off, and I kind of always just, hey butterfly, just kind of pick the numbers that I like, and y'all kind of know that, and then the same people win because they remember. So, anyways, we're gonna do random numbers from or should we do 1 to 500 or one to 500, 1 to 300 or something like that? Because I don't want to make it hard for people. I want whoever, it don't matter to me who wins. So we'll do from like a one to um yeah, because Teresa always wins because she she always remember the numbers I like. Um, let's see. We'll do one to Diane. What should we do? 1 to 500, 1 to 200, 1 to 300. Any numbers from one? What Diane? What you think? Any numbers from 1 to 500 or 1 to 300 or something like that? What y'all think? Okay, 1 to 200. Okay, so we'll do 1 to 200. Any number from 1 to 200. Hold on, let me write the number down so I won't forget. Hold on. Uh, mm, yeah, I think I made that pretty good. Huey says we need to be buying you lunch for every day for your constant love and efforts for our culture. I would never expect money of any kind. Oh, thank you, Huey. Oh, so sweet. Um, okay, y'all. 5, 4, 3. Oh, wait a minute. Let me turn my clock on. Remember, we have a clock. Hold on. Let me turn my clock on. Hold on before y'all start putting the numbers in there so I won't get confused. Stop. So we're going a minute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. You have a minute. Start putting the numbers in there. We had 8 seconds, 10 seconds, 12 seconds, 21 seconds, 30 seconds, 42 seconds, 50 seconds, 54 seconds, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 1 minute. We stopped. I saw somebody got it. I saw somebody got it. It was moving so fast. Let me make sure that that person was the first one to get it. Uh, I'm going back up. I saw it. Hold on. Let me put the winning number on the board. Somebody got that number. I saw that. I saw it. I'm trying to make sure that they was the Clarinetta got it. Clarinetta was the first one to put that number, so Clarinetta is the winner of today's. That's lunch number one. You get another chance. You get another chance. Whoever wins, don't you sit the next one out. Okay. So Clarinetta is the winner of lunch number one. Y'all hold on before we start the next one. Congratulations, Clarinetta. Clarinetta, put your cash app in the chat so that I can send you some money for your to buy your lunch today. Is Clarinetta still in here? Okay, Clarinetta. Okay, so Clarinetta gonna sit this one out. Okay, the next one. Hold on, I'm setting my watch. We're doing numbers 1 to 200, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. We have 5 seconds, 9 seconds, 17 seconds. Teresa, Teresa know my favorite numbers. Uh, um, let's see, 35 seconds. We have 45 seconds, 52, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. Stop. Let me see. Did anybody win? Let me go back up. I don't think I saw the number. I want to make sure though. I don't think I did. Y'all help me out because the number was, I don't think I saw it. I didn't see it. Nobody got it this time. But let me ask y'all something. Do you all want to do it like one more time, one more try, or should we do it tomorrow? Do another try tomorrow. Should we do one more try? I mean, I guess it would be easy to guess now because okay, so we'll do another try tomorrow. So today, clarinetta, because we do it again, it's gonna be easy. All y'all gonna do is see the number that the number was the so we'll do another try tomorrow. I'll buy lunch again tomorrow. I have a new number, but the number was 53. The number was 53. I got tickled because Teresa be paying me a lot of attention. Teresa was putting all of the numbers, all of my favorite numbers in the chat. I got tickled. I got so tickled, it was ridiculous. Teresa putting all my favorite numbers in the chat. No, I think it's good. Like when we Teresa used to always win, but then she would always give her winnings to somebody else. She would never take it. She would always give it, pass. She would do pass to the what do they call it? Pass the blessing along or something like that. Pass it along. That's what she would do. She would win and give it to somebody else because she always knew the numbers that I like because she listened to me. Plus size bad. It says I was close. The number was number 53. The number was number 53. It was a lot of people close to because somebody put 54. I believe somebody had put 54. Yeah, so Clarinetta went. Clarinetta, did you put your cash app or you could send me a message on Facebook and give me your cash app if you don't want to put it in the chat. Beyond You says I had 58 and 54. I saw somebody that was very close. I was like, dog, they're going all around they've gone all around the number. True 1000 says I'm 53. Lot that lunch voucher. He says I had 54. What's up, Uncle Charles? He says, "What's up, y'all? Birmingham, Alabama." Shout out to Birmingham. Yeah, I love Alabama. Tell y'all something. If I was to ever like move to another state, there's this place down. I love Alabama. For some reason, I love Birmingham. I love I love Alabama. Birmingham, Huntsville, but I think I would move to like around Orange, Alabama. If I was to like relocate, it would definitely be around the area. It's so beautiful. That's like one of the best kept secrets, Gulf Shores. I would love that place. I mean, I was down there. I loved it. I didn't want to leave. We went on vacation down there. Orange and Gulf Shores is right there together. We ended up staying a couple days because I did not, and I always be ready to go home, but it just felt so. I don't know. It just felt so homey to me, and I always look at the real estate down there. I could definitely like have me a somewhere down there. I really like your profile pic, T. Just saying. Thank you, Harold. The Alabama hitter says, I'm from Birmingham. Clarinetta, you said you sent it? Okay. All right. And tomorrow we're gonna do this again. And somebody gonna get the opportunity to win. Okay. Um, hold on, I'm sending Clarinetta her lunch. All right, Clarinetta, you should have it. You should have your lunch money. That's my appreciation for you all. Like I used to do this all the time. I'm gonna get back to doing it. Buying lunch like on the beginning of the week, because that's I think the beginning of the week is like the hardest part of the week. That'll help to cheer people up, especially when you're going into a job. I understand when people are working on jobs, sometimes the atmosphere is tense. They don't always have good bosses and all of that. So, you know, yeah, real deal Lee gonna be upset because she missed out. And so like on Mondays and Tuesdays, I want to get back to that, like, passing it along, blessing somebody, with buying them a lunch or something. He says Birmingham is a growing city. The crime is high, but you can make a home here. Teresa says Real Deal Lee misses out again. Um, eyes may water, teeth might grit. None of this lunch I can get. I'm telling you, Teresa used to always win because it would always be two people. And damn if Teresa wasn't always one. But the thing about it is she was not selfish because she would always say, I'm gonna pass on the lunch, and she would always give it to somebody else. I was like, damn, Teresa paid real close attention to what I say. Like during the time that I've been on here, because she always knew the number, unless she a psychic. Um, it sounds weird when you call it orange, Miss T. I know, you know, said it sounds weird when I call it orange. It's actually Orange Beach. It's actually Orange Beach. I love it, but I'm just Orange and Gulf Shores is like 15 minutes from Pensacola. Because when we went down there, some of my family members got hotels in Pensacola, Florida, because it was like 15 minutes away, 15 to 20 minutes away. I loved it. I know that's off of that would be considered a coast though, right? So, which means that a lot of those storms that come down through there, um, probably their houses and stuff get torn up because it's so close to Florida. The food is so freaking good. I'm a seafood person. And so there was this restaurant, like we went to all of them. There's a lot to do with the kids. They put money into those cities. I love cities where the government that they put money into the cities. There were a lot of parks, a lot for the kids to do. It's like it was like a retirement town. People were constantly building homes. When you can find a city where the government is putting money into those cities, that's probably the place to live. So we went to this place called Mike's, and I love like seafood Alfredo. One of my favorites. I've never my seafood Alfredo be off of the chain. I'm gonna just say that right now because I make everything from scratch. But Mike's seafood Alfredo was better than mine. I don't know what he did, but even the noodles, like the noodles had a lot of flavor. It was just so good. Before we left, I had to go. I was like, we go back to Mike's. I need to get an order to go. Papa soda. What do you say? I say soda. I say soda. My grandma and them say drinks. Give me a cold drink. Give me a cold drink. They call sodas drinks. My cousins up north call them pops, but I always call them sodas. Let me tell you something. I had picked up a whole lot of bad habits. I have to catch myself sometimes because we have down south, you have that lazy tongue, anyways. And so, like, there were a lot of words that my grandma and them pronounced wrong. I didn't even know that they were wrong. Like, there were like cities, like they would say, "We're gonna go to Hunt Anna. We're going to Hunt Anna to go fishing." That's what I used to call Hernando, Hunt Anna. We went fishing in Hunt Anna, and I remember one of my teachers that was from Hernando. I'll never forget. She was talking about her husband liked to fish, and I was like, "Well, I go fishing with my grandma and them all the time." She was like, "Where?" I said, "Hunt Anna." She said, "Hunt Anna, Hernando." Yeah, Hernando. I didn't know no better. From that point on, I started pronouncing it right. Like my aunties and them didn't know how to say giant. They used to say gent. We call it gent fish. For a long time, I used to say that, and the people used to say, "What?" Because of my speak. But like that's why I try to watch how I say words now. If I don't, I'll go to the dictionary, like the spoken dictionary, and see how a word is pronounced. Because I'm so conscious about that. My dad really made me conscious about that because when I would say words, he would say, "Gail, you pronouncing that word right?" And that's why I always say I don't even be embarrassed on here with y'all. I go, "Wait a minute, let me see if I'm pronouncing that word right." She said, "Sure did. Teresa blessed me for right." Teresa would always win, and then she would always bless somebody else. She would always pass it along. She said, "No, Miss T, I'm gonna give it to somebody else." She always gave it to somebody else of her, whoever she wanted. Um, says Grandma and Pop was right. Yep, we call it pop. Soda water. Hear people say soda water too. All people call every soda a cola. Sure did. Uh-huh. In Texas, they say Coke for everything. Wow, I didn't know that. So they call every soda a Coke. I like Pepsi better than I do Coke. I do. I like Pepsi products. A Pepsi, a 7 Up. I like 7 Up better than I do Sprite. So a Pepsi, a 7 Up, and um ginger ale. Those are my sodas right there. I love those sodas. And a cream soda. I have like a sweet tooth. I'll give me a cream soda. It'd be real good. Put it in the refrigerator, get it real cold. Oh my God, it'd be so good. Hmm. I tell you, you guys, make sure you all hit the like button for me, okay? Like, share, and subscribe. Anyways, y'all, she says old people call every soda a cola. Coca-Cola. Like it when it starts to get cold because I don't be wanting to do anything. I just be wanting to lay in the bed up under the cover. Some people be getting pregnant all the time around the winter time because I definitely got that personality where I just be wanting to lay in bed and look at TV and drink hot chocolate. Have you ever had the peach Canada Dry? It's the best. I have not. I'm gonna have to try that. I don't ever think I've ever even seen it. I've never even seen it. Put a scoop of vanilla in your cream. Put a scoop of vanilla ice cream in your cream soda. Ooh, I never tried that. I'm definitely gonna do that. I bet it's gonna be so good. Hmm. Hey Samuel, are you doing okay? Hmm. Yeah, I tell you. Okay, you guys. So y'all, what's going on? I gotta go down. I gotta go there. I have a habit of telling people where I gotta go, so I gotta stop doing that. I have to catch myself. What's going on? What's going on? I was looking at the news, you guys, and it's a lot of stuff that's just been going on in the Memphis area, and it's just so sad. It really is. Yes, I'm doing great today. You're sounding lovely and refreshed today, ma'am. I am. I'm refreshed, and I really want to just stay in the house and lay up under the cover, but I can't do that. I got some things that I got to do, and I thought about getting out this morning, and I was like, why would I do that when I have a meeting this evening actually? And I was like, if I could just, I'll get everything go, give myself a 3 hour span to do everything I need to do. So I won't be scattered out and tired, starting in the morning, going back home or to the office, going back out. I'll just get everything done within a 3 hour span, close together, so that when I finish my last thing, I can come back home. Um, she says, Parker, me too, fifth day, 12-hour shift. Whew, I tell you, did they catch the lunatic that deleted that? Yes. I wonder if that lady, hey Tasha Lee, I wonder if that lady knew that man. They caught the lunatic that did that to her. I wonder if she knew him. You know what? I heard some people say that. Y'all, is it true? Alabama Hitter, is it true? I was looking at another program and they were saying that Charleston White had gotten shot up. I don't know if it's a publicity stunt or what. Oh, so he was her husband. My God, and he went out there. I wonder why he do that to her. She probably was trying to divorce him. The Alabama hitter. So it's not true that Charleston White got shot. They're saying it's not true, y'all. That was so sad about that young lady at the breast cancer walk and that lady found dead behind her house. It was supposedly another person named Charleston White in Chicago. Okay, so it was a Charleston White in Chicago. Okay. He claimed he was shot in Chicago, but I haven't heard anything from my family in the shot, so I don't believe it. Mr. Parker, I heard he called. Yeah, they claim that he called 911. I don't know. But this is just something I was looking at. I was just looking at a little bit of it. I saw her pic on Facebook, age 22, such a disgrace. So the lady that was at the breast cancer thing was only 22. And you all decided they whooped his ass. That guy that they got, they whooped. Listen, I want to respond to a person. I did a video, and I got to respond to it because it's been a few days ago. But I know people be making fake pages, and they for some reason or another they be wanting to mess with me. They want to get a rise out of me for some reason. But I want to say this, you guys. They was talking about hold on. I didn't get a chance to reply. I didn't get a chance to reply, y'all. Y'all know that I did a video on this lady right here that was with MPD. It says feds bust MPD officer that stole thousands of dollars in Crime Stopper money. Okay. I did a video on that. Okay. Now, y'all haven't seen me do videos on other police officers. I talked about how I didn't do a lot of videos on Tyree Nichols because I didn't like it was just disgusting to me the way they did Tyree Nichols. I probably should not even give this person um no attention, but I've been intending to respond to it. So the person says, are you talking about this officer because she's a white lady? Because you see them black officers doing wrong daily. You never say a word. Okay. That's what that person said. Think I've always spoken about how when police officers are wrong, if I want to talk about it, I will talk about it. To me, it's kind of messed up when I feel like it should be the truth should be told as it relates to when police officers mishandle people and they do people wrong. But sir, it appears to me that you got upset about me speaking about this officer because she was a female white because she was not black. You're used to the black people talking about black officers and things of that nature. Sir, we're all equal, so I can't just whenever I decide to talk about a police officer, I can't just talk about the black officers. I have to talk about the white ones too. So I understand that you're probably racist and all of that, and you feel like that I'm supposed to just keep the focus on the black officers, okay? But I have to talk about all of the officers all the way across the board when I choose to, when they do wrong, okay? And she just happened to be an ex police officer, and she was a female white. I wouldn't have cared if she was a female black. I would have talked about it, sir. You need to stop being racist, and you're living in such an antiquated way of thinking. Okay, so don't get mad when I talk about white police officers. We have to keep that even. We have to talk about black ones and white ones. Okay, when I choose to. You can't tell me when to talk about an officer. Okay, if I don't want to talk about an officer, I don't really have to. But when I choose to talk about one, I don't care if they're white or black. Okay. I have to put that into the atmosphere because, people tend to think they could tell you what you should be doing on your vlog. You can't tell me what I need to be doing on my vlog. Okay. But when I choose to talk about a police officer doing wrong, I don't care if they're white or black. I'm going to talk about them. I can't just talk about the black officers. Okay. Like you want me to. Okay. He says one thing about the police scanners, they don't say a victim's name. Laugh out loud. Plus, CW said F. King Von and his mama. Oh wow, that man ain't going to Chicago. No, he ain't going to Chicago. King, from my understanding, Charleston White has I've heard people say that he's been very disrespectful as it relates to quite a few officers. I mean, not officers, but rappers that have lost their life in Chicago. One thing we know about Chicago, they don't have a they don't have a problem with knocking somebody down. Parker worked all winter, shine in the summer. That's right, Teresa. The color of a person doesn't matter. He only wants me to talk about black people, but I mean, I have to talk about everybody. Okay, that's what that person wanted me to do. Clarinetta says, Miss T, did you see the video of the black lady slicing a police officer's head and him begging her to stop before shooting her? No, y'all, I don't know what's going on. She was slicing his head. Tell y'all something. That's why I always say it's always good to get an understanding. When people ask me, "Why you ain't saying nothing?" I have to wait. I have to wait until more stuff come out because I worked in for the police department for so long. I know you can't jump to judgment on stuff, and it's a lot of dirty officers. Okay, it ain't got nothing to do with them being a police officer. It's just got something to do with their character. They just happen to wear a uniform. Those that are dirty like that, right? So they started passing laws, especially around the Tennessee area. And see, people don't know because they don't pay attention. So when an officer, they were saying these police officers dirty, they pull up on the scene and they see that man beating up on his girlfriend, and they don't that officer pulled up and wouldn't get out and do nothing. Well, according to what they passed the law or put in the policy, that an officer could not make a DV by himself. And you know why an officer couldn't make a DV by himself? So if two officers was dispatched to a scene, because two have to make the scene, one might pull up before the other one. It was in the policy, you don't get out of your car, you don't exit your vehicle until your partner arrives. You know why? Because they had so many cases of a police officer making it to the scene, getting out, running up on the scene, and getting a man off of his girlfriend. Okay, I remember Tim Green in particular. He exited his vehicle when he got made the scene. Okay, this guy was beating his girlfriend in the face with his fist, with a ball fist, like she was another man. He proceeded to, Tim was always in shape, short and in shape and strong. He proceeded to pull this man off of this lady, and the man wanted to fight Tim. Tim was on tack. He had been on tack unit, so it wasn't much you could do with him. He stayed in shape. He didn't win, so he whooped the man ass. He had to whoop his ass since he wanted to fight him. He had to protect himself. So the lady then proceeds to go in the drawer and get a knife after Tim pulls the man off of her, beating her in her face with a closed fist. and say, "Get up off of my motherfucking man before I stab you." So then she wanted to stab the officer, okay? Proceeded to want to try to stab Tim. So it's a lot of cases like that. It quickly, when the women call for a DV or the children call because a man is beating the boyfriend or the husband is beating their mother, it was so many incidents of it turning into a 2-on-1. When the officer come and get the man up off of the woman and they get into a fight because he then wants to fight the officer, and he realized the officer is another man and not the woman that he was just beating. The woman then go in the bedroom and get the gun, want to point the gun at the officer while he's trying to contain the man that was just beating the hell out of her, right? So people has started complaining about that. Well, such and such, he was beating his girlfriend up in the yard. And the officer pulled up on the scene and went, "Hey, don't police off some dirty motherfuckers." Okay, well, I mean, the officer didn't exit the vehicle because he was waiting for his partner to make the scene, because according to the policies he can't get out, because it had been so many cases of officers' lives that were put in danger because the women that they was going up in there to protect would then turn on them. Okay. Said, "TT, what happened at the Oh, Lord have mercy." So that's why when people say she be one of them police officers, she just nah. I listen. I don't hide nothing. I always say that I'm pro police because we cannot live in a lawless society. I'm pro good police, not bad police. I don't believe in supporting bad police officers. Okay, but when they tell you, don't put your hand in your pocket. See, what they need to do is they need to allow the public to go through. They used to have citizen classes, whereas people got a better understanding of police officers and their training. And I think that people, need to do that, because even now I have an issue because I went through the academy. It's paramilitary. If they say, "Sir, take your hand out your pocket," you can have a knife in your pocket. They go, "Don't wait, hold, take your hands out your pocket." There have been officers that was killed. People come up out of their pockets with a knife. They want to see your hands at all times because that is what they're taught in the academy is training. People act like they don't understand it. "You can't tell me not. I'm a grown man. You can't tell me to take my hand out of my pocket." It's for safety of the officer. Your ass could have got in your car and went on with your life. But instead, you wanted to tell a police officer who had training, who was trained, make sure they keep their hands visible at all times, get them that ticket and send them on. But instead, "Yeah, he a man. He a man. He couldn't tell him what to do." When all you got to do is comply and go on with your damn life. Okay? Comply and go on with your life. And if you were wrong, then you have to be proactive. There's a system put in place to get officers investigated, but we don't get that far because we can't get past acting a damn fool. Okay. So, I guess people be getting mad because they can't make me shame about being pro police. I mean, I done got too old to be shamed about anything. Okay. So if I tell you something, I stand on that. If I say I understand because of what I've seen in my career of working in law enforcement, if I've seen a lot, I tell y'all these folks do dirty stuff. They do dirty stuff to women, they do dirty stuff to young men, they do dirty stuff to children. I'll never forget that the investigators, when I was working in felony response, there was an investigator who is my very best friend to this very day. He's high up in rank. I won't even say his name. Okay. I ain't worried about y'all messing with him because he don't play. Okay. You'll be in jail tomorrow. You start sending folks out to think you're gonna play with him. Okay, if it, 'cause some people are mentally ill. You go to his house, you'll be dead. Okay, and so, anyways, he made a scene. This is when he was still an investigator. I was working in felony response with them, and it was around the Christmas holidays when people were going to Christmas parties. So he had to make a scene. They got a call. The investigators had to go out on the scene. Whereas this couple, this young couple that was living in East Memphis, came home. When they came home, they caught two robbers in their house, two burglars in their house. They was burglarizing their house. Well, the wife was a beautiful black woman, professional black woman. Okay, a beautiful professional black woman. Okay. Nice apple bottom, nice shape in her early 30s. Okay. So they catch them burglarizing the house, and they come home, instead of them running out, they caught. So they intimidate and put fear in the couple and looking at the wife, and one of them decides, I want to have my way with his wife. So one of them had put a gun to the husband. The husband said he begged him, just kill me. Let my wife go. Don't do nothing to her. Kill me right now. Just shoot me in my head. Just let my wife go. But they put a gun to the husband's head, and one would in front of the husband. They made the wife take off her clothes and assaulted her. One would hold a gun to the husband's head, and when one got through, the other one would have the wife. You motherfuckers think we don't need no goddamn police officers? I have issues with any bitch. Excuse my French, because I get mad because I've seen a lot. And I know a predator when I see one. Okay, and I ain't calling y'all bitches. I'm just saying in general. I've seen a whole lot, and I watch people who try to perpetuate. We don't need no police officers because they got that same mentality that them damn thugs had when they went over there and violated that lady in front of her husband and made him watch. So we don't have no police officer. They get these damn crazy ass women because they don't want to sit their damn sons down. Emotional. We don't need no police because Junebug's supposed to be able to go burglarize all the houses. And when and police want to take him to jail, Junebug probably ought to be laid down permanently from what he doing. You know your son ain't no damn good. So when I see these damn thugs that have populated on YouTube perpetuating that, y'all don't know their damn backgrounds, but I do. And you got these damn crazy ass women that blindly follow them. This is what they are into. They want to be able to violate without there being any repercussions. That's the reason why I do what when I see a violator, I do what is necessary to make sure I stop a violator. Okay? That's the reason why I tell y'all, it ain't normal for people to want to violate you and pry into your life. That's a mentally ill person. People brush over stuff all the time because they messy and they want to indulge in that. But when you see a violator, it's laws against violations. You need to lay them down and stop them. You need to do what is necessary for somebody to lay them down that's got the power to do it. And it starts with documentation. Okay? So that's the reasons why when folks was coming into my chair, you love them police officers. I go, yeah, I sure do. Yeah, I love them because we need them. We need the good ones. So that when thugs like that do that, see, some of these thugs don't want no police officers because what them folks was doing to that man's wife, they want to be able to do it. Y'all don't know these folks' backgrounds. They think they got it expunged, but they haven't. They're violators. They want to be able to walk up in somebody's house and do the same thing that them damn losers did to that man's wife in front of him, and nothing happens. That's what they want. So I always side out people that talk about we don't need the police. Why, bitch? So you can consistently be out there violating and get away with it. They putting little girls into all kinds of trafficking. Some of these niggas on YouTube involved in it. They want to be able to do it without there being any repercussions. They don't like me because I've been telling them I ain't no damn police officer, but they kind of associate me with that. I stand on something. People don't like folks that stand on something. We got to get it up being and bitch. That's the reason why I file charges on them and get them folks all up in their damn business, bitch. Because I told you to leave me alone. Okay? Leave me alone. Leave people alone. That's the issue. People don't know how to leave people alone. And so when people have that predator type mentality where they feel like, well, I want to do it, so I'm going to do it, it's a predator. Then we have to have police officers for people like that. Because, see, I'm sane. I don't ever, let me tell you something. I never, I don't want to know nothing about nobody that they won't tell me. Okay? I don't want to know nothing about them. If they don't want me to know, I don't want to know. Because I'm sane. I have other things going on in my life. I have a life. I don't have a predator type mentality. Okay? That's a predator. Okay? That man was he said he that man was messed up. Let me tell you something. The investigator, I'll never forget the investigator told that man begged them folks to kill him and let his wife go. And when that woman got down there, that man was so, because a real man feels like has I'm the protector of my family, of my wife. And people don't understand how it really messes with a man, a good man, when his wife is violating his children and it ain't nothing he could do about it. It wasn't nothing he could do about it. He begged them, kill me. Kill me. Don't touch her, please. Just kill me. Baby, don't say nothing. He said, I told her, baby, don't say nothing. Kill me and let my wife go. Don't do this to my wife. So then that man was so messed up. He's turned around and said, the investigator had to say, no, wait a minute, dog. She wasn't a virgin when you met her. He said, well, she should have let them kill her. The wife was trying to, when he was saying, kill me, the wife was saying, don't kill my husband. I'll do anything y'all want. Just don't kill my husband. He said she should have let him kill her and me. And the investigator said, why would you say something like that? Your wife was in survival mode, dog. She wasn't a virgin when you met her. Even though the way they did it, they didn't have no business doing. But I don't like talking about stuff like that because that sends me. I listen. I've taken all kinds of classes and got all types of certifications and stuff as it relates to violations and predators and things of that nature. And I'm even talking about for organizations that I've worked for and stuff. I know when people are predators. I do. I know when people are predators. And see, people might look at some of the things that folks do as being small, but it ain't normal for a person to try and pry into your personal life. It is against the law, anyways. But people don't use the laws because they don't really know them. They don't want to go through the processes of what it takes to stop a damn predator, but I do. Um, Plus size baddie says, I'm 44. I thought I would never be so happy to see the police riding up and down the Memphis street. I feel a little safer now when they ride up and down the streets. I wave at them now. And mark my words, it's YouTube gonna be one of YouTube is going to be, that's the reasons why, if y'all, a lot of these people that's depending on YouTube better get what they can and be able to build something outside of YouTube, because mark my words, what happened over at Backpage or over on Craigslist or wherever it was is going to happen on here. It's going to be one of the biggest busts that there ever was. Mark my word. There's a whole lot of activities going on. And see, these black folks so damn dumb. They sit up and let people tell them FBI got better things to do. Uh-huh. They show do, especially when they cracking down on identity thefts, on human trafficking and things of that nature. Okay. They feel like they got better things to do because they ain't really got nothing going on in their life. Okay. They don't that's what they people say to you when they want to make you feel comfortable and doing dirt with them or for them, right? So, anyways, hey, it's whatever. It's whatever. Teresa says most of the people that don't like the police are criminals. Absolutely. I'm not saying that all police officers are right, but I have issues with people that say we don't need the police. We need to defund all of them. Why, bitch? So you can continuously raping the little girls? Stuff like that make me mad. So we gonna move away from that. I have a real passion about stuff like that because I've seen a lot of violations. I watch people and I can size them up pretty quick. I know a predator when I see one, whether it's one on a low level or a high level. I know. And it ain't normal for people to want. Always remember that it's not normal when people have a type of behavior when they want to violate people's privacy and stuff. That's a predatory behavior, and a predator on any level is still a damn predator. Okay. Um, I just don't play about stuff like that. Anyways, y'all, I be getting so, see, that's one of the reasons why I stay away from when people want to talk about the police and you this and you that. I got stories for days, and I just kind of like to stay away from it. Not because I'm not gonna go back and forth with nobody about nothing, anyways. Not about that, because my stance ain't gonna change on that. But I started thinking about all of the things that I saw when I was working for the police department that I've tried to forget. That it starts to come back up. Okay, you ain't sitting in there when these women have to tell about how a man crawled into her window. Don't look. Let's move on. Okay, let's move on. Um, let's see. Most of the people that don't like the police are criminals. Okay. Folks used to ask me, how can you sit in there and type those statements and stuff? Did you break down? No, I didn't break down. I had to do what I had to do. It was a job. But I'm happy I had the opportunity to see it and to hear it. I got cousins and stuff that I love to death. I love them so much, but they out in the streets. They always go to jail. I had one cousin that had to go do 7 years, okay, because he had decided he was gonna take all the charges for my other little cousins. They were all doing dirt. He took everything. When he got ready to go to jail, we was crying. We knew he had to do 7 years. We was crying, snot running. But he bad though. He bad. Even still, I didn't say I hurt the police. They do their job. We hated to see him go away to 7 years so bad, and we could tell. He was trying to be strong. He was carrying everybody on his shoulder. But the fact of the matter is, whatever it was that they was doing that got them in that position, they need to stop. They need to stop. But not one time did I ever say that I hate the police. I just hated that my cousin had to go do 7 years. Mr. Parker, you must be on the other page. Most of the people don't like police are criminals. Mr. Parker, you may be on the second page if you don't see the comments. And then when there are police officers that do people wrong, like what they did to Tyree Nichols, I mean, they need to go to jail. I don't know why people wanted me to say something about that. I had said, well, justice was served, and I'm happy that they're off the force. And what they did to Tyree Nichols was wrong. But, you know, because people want to control you, she didn't talk about it enough. She didn't put enough conviction in her voice. She supposed to have said she hate the police. Folks want to control you. Kiss my ass though, because I've been telling them what they could do. Kiss my the eat the y'all. Don't make the sound okay. That's pretty much a lot of the YouTubers doing content. That's why they justify a lot of BS. Absolutely. But I'm telling y'all, what's going on YouTube is what happened on Backpage. Was it Backpage or Craigslist? It's gonna happen on YouTube. I'm telling you now, it's gonna happen. These folks are doing some. Telling you. Anyway, y'all, I gotta get off of here because I gotta run. Look, what's the name? ZK says you always talking about you gotta run. I do. I gotta run. I do. I gotta run. I gotta get started. I gotta get out I gotta get out in about an hour. So I need to prepare myself to get out so that I can go do what I need to do. But I appreciate you all getting on. We'll get on tomorrow, and I'm going to buy lunch for somebody, and then I want to do a Christmas giveaway. That's what I wanna do. I wanna do a Christmas giveaway, whereas I can bless somebody with, um, a few $100 for Christmas. I have to think of what I n what kinda what they need to do to win the gift card. I'm sure anybody could use a couple $100 for the Christmas season, right? So Imma think about that. Imma pray about it too. Maybe we could, do, like, 2 or 3 people. I think that would be good, like 2 or 3 people. What Imma do is Imma ask some of my sponsors for my TV show if they would donate me $250 for 3 people, and then Imma give it to you guys. Imma make that for somebody to bless somebody for Christmas. That's what Imma do. The people that sponsor my sponsors that are on TV, they got they got some money. They got money. Hey Maurice Jackson, and blessings to you. I want you all to be safe out there today, okay? I love you guys. I'll talk with you later.